Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Instacar HK. Now, as all of you will have known, for the past few weeks, frustratingly, it has been raining every single weekend, so we couldn't film any of the classic cars that we've lined up for you. So instead, we're shifting our focus to modern supercars, being this McLaren 570 GT, which I will be taking today to McLaren Club's monthly breakfast. First off with this McLaren, this is a very cool way to open these iconic doors where they have this hidden plastic button that you have to find if you have never sat in one before. So it's right here, you feel the plastic, you press it, and then you open this iconic McLaren door which everyone would know about. Now let's hop in. So there's a Lotus-like side seal here that you have to get past before getting on, but it's not as wide as an old Lotus, so this is all good. Now this is my first time driving a McLaren. This is a 2017 570 GT. GT, of course, being the more GT version as the 570S, but generally I think they're quite similar when you look from the outside. So first things first, unlike the classic cars that I'm used to, many buttons in the middle. Good materials, Alcantara, a very bucket seat where you feel very enclosed in. Feels good. Visibility is good. Window goes all the way down, but of course these sort of A-pillars are a lot thicker than what I'm used to with classic cars. Yeah, this is actually my first time driving a McLaren, so let's start it. To start, of course, no carburetors. Foot firmly on the brakes, then press the start engine button. You got that typical modern car roar right at the start, you know. So the car has a lot of different settings. The handling, there is a normal, sport and track setting, and the drivetrain also has the normal, sport and track setting. But if you just start it normally, as what I did just now, the settings just all normal, whereas all at the comfort mode, you know, automatic, etc. But if you press the active mode, which is what I'm going to do now, then it goes to the personal setting. Now the owner of this car has the suspension at sport mode and the drivetrain at track mode, which I'm going to keep. I think this should be a good mode for Hong Kong roads. So let's start. Now as you can see, the weather is not too good today, but as it is a modern car, we can live with it. The ride is pretty comfortable at first view. Now, as mentioned, this is the 570 GT, so it's the more GT and comfortable version than the 570S, so I'm not surprised with the good ride. But this is just the first few meters. Okay. Very decent sized steering wheel. It's not too big, not too small. The ride is very good. I mean, this section of the road is actually usually quite bumpy, but it absorbs these bumps very well. The suspension is good. As I said, the transmission, lightning speeds, very seamless gear changes. Obviously, a modern technology dual clutch. So, as with all modern cars, this is not a small car, and you can see it from the outside, but when you're driving it, it does feel smaller than it looks. Well, that's good. The steering has a very good weight to it. Power is obviously, immediate and very effortless. Together with that transmission that I talked about, and it's, I guess this is what modern cars are like. It's just very effortless, the whole thing, it's, you don't have to take a long time to get familiarized with it. Power delivery, car comfort, everything is just very mindless. You can keep your mind off it and just keep your focus and attention on the road. It's not bad. So this is a 2017 McLaren 570 GT. What that means is it has a 3.8 liter turbocharged engine with 570 horsepower. And if you step on it, I can't step on it too much today, it's raining, but when you do, I have a suspicion that it's even more than 570 horsepower. Now in higher speeds, wet roads like that, my car is still, the chassis is very good, it's very rigid and solid. And you don't feel, it doesn't feel wobbly, it's again confidence inspiring. It's a very stable car even in such weather and at higher speeds. Ooh. The power is really immense. Again, very effortless, but you're doing some serious speeds just by stepping, half on the throttle. And bam! There you go. All effortless, all by one touch. Brakes are very good, very reactive. These are not carbon ceramics, I believe, but does the job. So K11 and the restaurant that we're going to today, Glasshouse Greenery, has arranged for the cars to be able to park out front, just like what we did in the last few weeks with the Classic Car Club show. There's a sea of McLarens from MP412Cs to 600 LTs. Oh, this one is a very nice color. It's kind of like a TDF blue. Fits very well on the 600 LT. And silver wheels, oh, that is such a lost art. Cars these days always have black or gunmetal gray wheels. Personally, I'm more traditional. I do like the silver wheels like this one. This is a 675 LT Roadster, which you guys will be familiar with, I'm sure, knowing who the owner is. 570, 720, 720, GT. No Sennas today, unfortunately, I think due to the weather. I was hoping to catch one, but I'm not complaining about this. And we end with the striking colored yellow 720S. So due to the popularity of the breakfast, the cars parked both upstairs at the front door and also downstairs here in the car park, starting with this 765 LT in the trademark McLaren orange. Really transformer looking car. It looks like it could turn into a machine, a robot, just by a button. GT3 RS right here. McLaren GT, MP4, Huracan. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Kind of different. First time I crashed another car club's breakfast, but some good eye candies there with all these McLarens. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like, please subscribe. Please also remember to click the bell button next to the subscribe button. so you know when our next video will be coming, which will be soon. Thank you.